Hi everyone, welcome back to the videos of electrical distribution systems. In the previous video lecture, we have seen the basic simple definitions of load, demand, what is the maximum demand, what is the load duration curve, etc. So continuing to the previous session, let's see some more definitions comes under this load demand characteristic. So the other definition we dealing with here is utilization factor. So it is a ratio of the maximum demand of a system to the rated capacity of the system. So maximum demand to the rated capacity. So it is expressed as F utilization factor, FU. The factor U stands for utilization. So the ratio of maximum demand to the rated system capacity. Another important definition is plant factor. It is the ratio of total actual energy produced or served over a designated period of time to the energy that would have been produced or served if the plant or unit had operated continuously to the maximum rate. It is also known as the capacity factor or the use factor. So it can be defined as or expressed as plant factor with respect to the ratio between actual energy produced or served to the maximum plant rate. So if it is multiplied with the time period to the same condition, so this actual energy produced or served into the total duration of time can be considered as the actual energy generation into the maximum plant rating. So, and if you are going for annual power plant factor, so this time is expressed for the year. So this is the total number of days into number of hours in operation. So then it is considered as annual plant factor, which is expressed as annual energy generation to the maximum plant rating. Here this T can be number of days, number of hours, number of weeks, number of months, and number of years as well in calculating these factors. So another factor is called load factor, which is the ratio of the average load over a designated period of time to the peak load occurring on the particular period. So again, this period may be, as I mentioned, it may be days, weeks, or months or years as well. So the load factor is expressed as the ratio between average load to the peak load. In terms of time calculation, we can say it is a unit served to the peak load into time. So, and if you are going for annual load factor, so with respect to the total energy generation to the annual peak into total number of hours in operation. And there is another definition called diversity factor, which is the ratio of sum of individual maximum demands to the coincident maximum demand. So this constant maximum demand is some group of values and in the formula it is FD is equal to D1, D2, D3, so on Dn to the Dg. So the sum of all these factors comes together, the ratio of these two is called as a diversity factor. And usually from this expression we can say the diversity factor can be equal to or greater than 1 always. It cannot be less than 1. So maximum demand from this expression we can obtain as total connected load into this demand factor. Coincidence factors. So it is the ratio of the maximum coincidental total demand of a group of consumers, let us say about 100 consumers, to the sum of the maximum power demands of individual consumers comprising the group both taken at the same point of supply for the same time. So usually the coincidence factor expressed as coincidence maximum demand to the sum of individual maximum demands. And if you are obtain the expressions, it can be observed that this is the reciprocal of simply the diversity factor. And load diversity, which is also expressed as the difference between these two, the sum of the peak of the two or more individual loads can be termed as a load diversity. And contribution factor, it may be defined as the contribution factor of the ith load to the group of maximum demand is considered as a contribution factor. The sum of these two can be considered here. FC is equal to final expression. So there may be two cases we can consider here. FC like this. All the individual demand loads are equal to D, then this expression comes to this value. And if it is all the coincidence factors are equal, then we will get this expression. A loss factor, the ratio of average power loss to the peak load power loss during a specified period of time. So this is expressed as average power loss to the power loss at a peak load. So by taking a simple example here, assuming one annual peak load of the primary feeder is about 2000 kilowatts, let us say, and at which the power loss, that is copper loss, or the sum of I square R losses, is given as 80 kilowatts for 3 phases. Now assuming an annual loss factor as 0.15, so the problem to determine the average annual power loss and the total annual energy loss due to the copper losses at the feeder circuit. So from the previous expressions, we can obtain this average power loss as the product of power loss at a peak load into the loss factor. Excuse me. So power loss at peak load is given as 80 kilowatts and the loss factor is given as 0.15. So by substituting these values, you will be able to get 12 kilowatts as an average power loss. Now total energy loss from the expression, that is average power loss into total number of hours per year. So by obtaining this, you may be getting 105,120 kilowatt hours. So approximately you can say 105.12 megawatt hours. These are the number of units or total energy losses. And considering another simple example here, so assuming a feeder 4, which is having 3000 kVA per phase and a copper loss of 0.5% at the system peak. Now determine the copper loss of the feeder in kilowatts as well as total copper loss as the feeder in kilowatts per 3 phases. So we know that copper power loss or copper loss simply expressed as I square R. That means it is given 0.5, the copper loss is of 0.5 at the system peak. So what is the system peak? It is given 0.5% of the system peak, which is a 3000 kVA. So 0.5% of this 3000 kVA, we are getting about 15 kilowatts, which is per phase value. The second problem we need to calculate that the total copper loss of the feeder in kilowatts per 3 phase. So as it is a per 3 phase, so total 3 phases, it is 3 into I square R. That 15 kilowatts into 3, we are getting about 45 kilowatts per 3 phase. So with these 2 examples, I like to conclude here. We'll continue in the next sessions. Thank you for watching this video.